My name is Castle0 Vlogs, and today we're going to be talking about the mentality that keeps black people broke. Now, this is a pretty crazy one, alright? You'll think somebody with a lot of money would do other things than what this man did, but somehow this man was smart enough to trick people out of their money or glitch the system, or was able to successfully steal a lot of people's money. To be exact, I think it was around like 1.9 million, by the way. Basically this man spent all his money on strippers, and he bought a Lambo with like $1 million. That's literally where he spent all his money. He didn't even invest it into anything. He just spent it on strippers and a Lambo. So we're going to be getting into this, the nitty gritty. I'm going to tell you guys exactly why this mentality is exactly the reason why black people are so broke these days. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, we're going to be getting into this. This won't be a very long video, or at least I hope it won't be a very long video. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright guys, so it goes on to say Houston man scammed 1.6 million in PPP money, blew it on a Lambo and strippers, dude. This man was able to scam a mass amount of money and he saved zero of it. It goes on to say Houston man who was convicted of scamming $1.6 million in COVID-19 relief money is headed to prison for fraud and money laundering. Dude, are you serious? Wow, he looks very dumb, but to do something like that, you have to be at least of above average intelligence, man. Look at this guy, man. I got words for him that YouTube just won't let me say, man. I just can't roast people the way I want to, man. I just can't. So we're just gonna say he looks like some type of creature, right? Some type of creature with 4 legs. Or maybe they don't stand straight up, you know, they let their knuckles drag on the ground. You guys get my drift. He got the ears, you guys get my drift. A little ooh-ee-ah-ah, all right? Let's read the rest of the article. Though I gotta give it to this guy, he has a bunch of different disguises. So regardless, even though he does look like, you know, one of the ones that drag their knuckles on the ground, he looks almost a little different in each one. I'll give him that, man. I will give him that. He looks like a mouse in some of these as well. So I will give him that, man. He's definitely changing his animal look in each of his pictures. It goes on to say a judge sentenced 30-year-old Lee Price to 110 months in federal prison Monday. That's a little more than 9 years for those counting. Lee pleaded guilty to wire fraud and money laundering in September. At the time, threw himself on the mercy of the court. He could have received as little as a few years in prison, but the judge went hard on the scammer. Dude, that's good. That's good, man. That's a lot of money. And for him being so darn stupid, I'm glad he got the maximum amount because he's so darn stupid. Surprisingly, he got the money on both loans. Federal prosecutor says that Lee received $700,000 for that one and another $900,000 for another company. But according to the feds, neither had employees. What did he spend the PPP cash on? Prosecutors say Lee purchased a brand new $200,000 Lamborghini, a Ford 350 pickup, a Rolex. You know my ends, they gotta get their Rolex, boy. You look, I like my watches too. You gotta get your Rolex. You gotta have a little ice, I feel it. And other luxury items. Lee also dropped thousands, prosecutors say, on Houston strip joints and nightclubs. When it was all said and done, Lee blew more than $1 million. The Fed managed to seize only $700,000 in goods and cash from Price, who has a long rap sheet in Houston dating back in 2007 when he was 18. So this is a professional scammer. I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, so this man was a professional scammer. He was honestly a very smart man. Regardless of how he looks, you guys know I say my jokes, but this was a very intelligent man who knew exactly what he was doing. And man, he was a pro at exactly what he did. Now, the only weakness he's had was being an N-word. That was literally his only downfall. He was an egg, all right? He was a egger, all right? You guys get what I'm saying? He literally was an egg, all right? I'm saying egg, an egger, all right? An egg, like a chicken's egg, all right? That was his downfall. Literally, that was his downfall. That's why he got caught, because the inner egg in him, we're gonna call it an egg, all right? The inner egg in him literally had to come out. He couldn't help himself. He had to get the Rolex. He had to get the Lambo. He had to get the F-150. He had to feel like a boss and drop the money down on the hoes. All right, you guys get exactly what I'm saying here? That's how he got caught. That mentality literally messed this intelligent man up. I'm sorry, he's intelligent. Regardless of how you feel about him, he's intelligent, and that was his demise. That literally was his demise. Like I said, I know how it is, man. You gotta have some nice watches. I love my watches. I have very expensive watches. I get it, all right? But I don't let my greed, my lust for materialistic things, I'll do what I need to do to be a responsible adult. In his case, his responsible adult would be, staying low and not letting the feds catch on to him, but he had to be an egg, man. He had to be an egger. He really did. He was like, look, I gotta have my ice. I gotta get ice box, I gotta have the chains, right? I gotta have the sports car. I gotta have the F-150, right? I have to have the big truck. I have to drop the money on the host so they know who the boss is. Just like a typical egg. That was his downfall, literally. That's how he got caught. He was an egg, man. That egg, man. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, I just thought about that Eggman. Yo, you guys know who Eggman is? It's a character from Sonic, but I wasn't trying to say Eggman. I'm trying to keep his monetized. So, but yeah, no, he's not Eggman. He might look like Eggman, but he's not Eggman because he was very smart. I guess Eggman was smart, so we're getting off topic. The point is that this mentality is so toxic, and it just seeps into the pores in the mind of black people that it actually effed up this dude and got him caught, man. Really think about that. The egger in him got caught. But have you guys noticed that is usually the downfall of the black man, right? His greed, right? He wants to be more than usually what he wants to work for. That's usually what happens, right? They want to be this cool guy. They want to be a baller. They want to be a boss, right? And they ended up biting off more than they can chew, right? That's usually what happens. That's the downfall. Now, all men, usually their weakness are women. So I won't really hold back the strippers. I feel like that any man would have done that. This weak-minded that is. But for a fact, buying a Lambo and doing all this stuff after you just stole so much money, straight egger, man. Straight up egger. Like, look at any other situation how a black dude gets caught or something that always bad happens to him is because he's buying all the stuff. He has to get the Rolex, he has to get the watches, man. He has to have the ice, he has to front, he has to flex on people, I'm pretty sure he was posting this on Instagram and just being an egger, man. I got nothing else to say. That's pretty much what he was doing, and that's exactly why he got caught. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you think this is a good example on the majority of why black people are the way they are, man? They spend money that they don't have, they buy stuff that they shouldn't be buying. They always spend, they buy stuff for other people and not for themselves, right? They always try to, look at me, look what I got. Look at me, look what I can buy, rather than just simply buying it. People see it, right? That's a humble black person. But the majority of black people, they buy stuff literally just for other people to get cool points rather than buying something they legitimately like this guy. I'm pretty sure he bought the Lambo so he can get the itches, if you guys know what I mean by that, the B words, all right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. I know other races do it too, right? I know I'm gonna get some comments like that, but the majority are black people do this. Their greed, their lust for power, right? Because they don't have any, they don't understand, they don't wanna work for it. This is what happens. This man, just think about this. This man was a very smart individual, and it happened to this dude as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, that's gonna be it for the video. Remember, I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident, and thank you for watching.